I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you why MCP is the baddest decision that I have made, and I'm still making it. You can see here, this is a chat which I had with Hostinger, and we started today. We started today at 2 p.m. India Standard Time, and we ended the chat in 12:27 p.m. Sorry, a.m. That means for a half day I was chatting with them because I connected Cloud Code with Hostinger via WordPress, and it really effed up because the thing was like, even though I had WordPress in it, when I connected Cloud Code using MCP servers using Hostinger, it bypassed the WordPress and it made a static website whereby Cloud has the ability to do the website, but it bypassed WordPress, so I cannot do any plugins. I cannot see the WordPress, and it crashed for around 4 hours it crashed, and now finally it got back in. Now I think I need to figure out some way to make it better, and we'll do that right now. The best way I could figure out is, instead of connecting directly from Hostinger, what we should do is, inside WordPress there are plugins, and inside plugins there is something known as MCP plugins. I saw this before, then I was like, why should I be caring about this? Because Hostinger has a direct MCP, right? So I should install this plugin and then call the WordPress via this plugin. Now let's activate this plugin. Now this is what is that? Keeping in your library, media planner, database cleaner, Mio. I need to figure out how to make this one better. Damn. Attempt of installing the website via Cloud failed miserably. So what we're going to do is, actually inside WordPress, which I got it from the Hostinger. So I didn't buy any domain from WordPress, or did I connect anything from Hostinger, or did I connect anything via VPS or HTTP or Node or something like that. If you guys are into technical website hosting things, these are things that you need to figure it out. But earlier what we used to do is to buy domains from Namecheap and then host it on WordPress, which was very complicated, right? But I think you guys should actually buy domains from Hostinger. The reason why is all of this chat, guys. So Hostinger's service is really good. Namecheap doesn't even have a service window. So I crashed the whole website within like 2 hours setting from Claude. Basically, I asked the Claude to set a website for ourselves, and it did actually a really good job. But the problem was, it bypassed WordPress and created a static page. Thereby, I cannot use any features from WordPress. So down the lane, we are going to use like Google Analytics and stuff like that, which are WordPress plugins. And since we do not have that in a static page, we would be screwed. So let's come back. So let me just, so this is ECMCP. I tried to watch a couple of videos in YouTube, and the WordPress MCP is there, but since we are from Hostinger, I don't know why, but it's not present inside the WordPress, which is coming from the Hostinger domain. So as you can see, add plugins, and inside add plugin, if I say WordPress MCP, there is no tools at all, right? Only tools are these. And ECMCP AI is the only tool which is really close to it, and that tool is this one. Okay, and what we're going to do is to connect Cloud Desktop and Cloud Cowork, and what we're going to do is this, and okay, we're going to open up, and we're going to go to connectors. So connectors are customize connectors, and inside connectors, add a custom connector. Name of the connector is WordPress _ MCP and _ Siteezy, and then we're going to paste it here and press add, and we're going to connect it. Nothing has come yet. Okay, I'm going to just log in. Once we log in, we are going through this page, and we're going to approve it. Saying that my screen recording is on, and allow. So the WordPress MCP is connected. So what we're going to do is copy this one and come back here, and come back here and say, so I have connected via. So what we're going to do is this. So one of the main questions that I have for everybody is, what happens if the website crashes after a long time, and you have like all the search engine optimization and all of those things, but unfortunately some reason the website crashes? How is the search engine gonna be gonna be affected, right? So does it, like, do we have to do the SEO and everything again, or how is it going to happen? Before we move on, I'm going to ask that here as well. So Claude, if the website crashes again, but after like a year or so, when we have website visitors and we are SEO and GEO. Okay. So will all the Google data, all the Google data and ranking also be lost? If so, how do we keep our ranking still and locked even if our website crashes? Very simple. Short-term hours per day minimum input. Google understands servers go down temporarily 1 to 2 weeks. Long-term significant. So immediate recovery is really important. So we need to do something about that. Okay, now let's resume our task. Okay. Okay. Using what can you see? Because I don't want to edit anything out. So as you can see, if I have a file up here, this is our website, and still I think our blog is still having an issue. That's not a problem at all. We need to connect, get found on Google and get discoverable by AI. I don't know, turn site visitors into subscribers. Probably that will be a CRM, and Hostinger or WordPress would try to sell me something. But get found on Google and make your site discovered by AI. Both of them are free services. We can do it. This is SEO and this is GEO.
Okay, I'm going to cut you a lot of time, right? There is a lot of back and forth going on here, whereby I'm trying to connect the WordPress MCP to the cloud, and you guys would be like, oh, or if I'm like a illegitimate person, I would be like, oh guys, there is the awesome MCP that you can connect by WordPress via Claude, and you can make 1,000 websites in Namecheap. Right? Well, it's not actually true. This is a rubbish move, guys. I only got to know it after like 3 or 4 days, but think about it, right? Why did WordPress come into the market, right? Because there were developers, and developers need HTML or Java, any kind of programming language to build a website. Then the era came on the WordPress, and click and design website platforms were built, whereby you essentially don't need a HTML developer or a React developer or whatever the coding language developer to create a website. And that's why WordPress came. If you guys are familiar with WordPress and Elementor, especially, Elementor was a plugin inside WordPress which created WordPress 2.0, whereby they have a bit more better styling and animation given to it. And Elementor Pro, which is a paid subscription. Elementor is not a paid subscription, if you guys don't know. So Elementor Pro had animated titles. So what am I talking to, right? So the thing is, WordPress was made so that no code users can build a website with animation. But the downside of it is it's all a template. There is no customization, right? So if you want your website to look certain way, then you don't have an option. You only can pick and choose from the WordPress customizable or prerequisite templates. So what happens is, I really have to not say so a lot, but I'm trying. But what happens is, all of the websites, from an agricultural product to an e-commerce product to a SaaS building product, looks kind of like similar. The wordings might change, the color might be different, but if you think about it, most of it is like Russell Brunson's ClickFunnels. It's all the same. The wordings are changing, the offer is changing, the people is changing, but the template remains the same. Nothing bad, right? But now the actual way you have to connect, I will discuss it in, I think, 2 more days after there is a blog coming, and that is where I really found the right way to connect and build website. And I'll give you a glimpse of the solution. So you just eliminate the WordPress, put some other plugin in between, and directly code your website from Cloud Code or from VS Code, Cursor, any IDE using Cloud Code, and then you get a really customizable, really animated, really React friendly website. you guys don't know about React and Node.js, you're missing a lot of it. React is one of the best languages there to create animation. HTML is good, CSS is good, even there was Django or something like that. It was good, but React was so friendly, and React was like, if you don't know how to code, but you have like this app, or you have this website, you can code with minimal effort, and it is more friendly. If you code once in Android, it can be used in iOS, it can be used in Windows, it can be used in Mac. That is the whole point, right? So that's the whole speed run through this day. Hope you guys liked it. So before I end this day, I had an amazing I think a 30 to 45 minutes call from the construction firm, wondering about the product, and I got a really good feedback on where to build, and they were like, okay, we are interested in it, and we want to discuss where you want to build, and we want to be a part of this journey. So fingers crossed, guys. I'll see you in the next one.